Hello everyone, it's Mike from Chess Lifestyle, and today we are somewhat training for 64 minutes today, because today we're actually going to be trialing, playing some chess, commentating some chess, which every time I try and play a Chessmood Grand Prix, I always forget how difficult it is to play and commentate at the same time. But yeah, before we get into it, I want to share with you a bit of a story. It might seem like a normal time of day in the UK, but it's actually almost 3:30 in the morning Thai time. And the thing is that tomorrow's Chessmood Grand Prix is going to be from 3 a.m. to 5 a.m. So I thought, may as well stay up, get my body used to having to play chess at this time, and then I can give it my best shot tomorrow. But yeah, no, the funny thing that happened today was I actually had a FIDE Blitz tournament at the Bangkok Chess Club. And yeah, like the previous night, I'd slept pretty late. I woke up very early as well, so I didn't get much sleep. But okay, I decided, I'll get up, I'll go about my day, like ate some good food, you know, just had a nice day out basically in Bangkok. And my plan was that I would take a nap in the afternoon, then stream some woodpecker tactics, and then go play the tournament. But when I took that nap in the afternoon, I didn't wake up. So I basically overslept the start of the tournament, which basically means I can't play because it's quite a popular tournament and always fills up. So, you've got to be there early, let alone on time or late. Right, so yeah, I missed the FIDE Blitz, but I did play some games online, just on League Chess, and I discovered that actually playing on an alt account and playing in Zen mode was actually scoring quite well for me. So what I wanted to do was I wanted to keep this up today. Basically, I'm like around 2350 Blitz on League Chess. So if I can handle opponents at 2350 level in this state, then I should be able to handle the Chessmood tomorrow. And the last thing I'll mention is that because I missed the tournament, I ended up going to a social at a bar that I went to a few days ago, because I knew there was like an event on Friday. And I had some amazing conversations and met some amazing people. So yeah, I had a good time. And I am probably the opposite of being in the zone for chess at all. So I think it's going to be really interesting to see what kind of chess I showcase here. Because if I can actually play a half-decent game, then I think this is really, really good omens for tomorrow. So, without further ado, that's enough yapping from me. Let me set up this overlay. We are going to play some Zen mode chess. I'm probably going to play 9 rounds. I'll keep track of my score, actually. I'll play 9 rounds, and we'll see how I score. I'll try and commentate the games as I play, as if we were playing a real thing. Let me just make a note of this. Okay, so I'll just call this 9-round Zen. So I'll keep track of the scores, and then we'll analyze the games afterwards, and hopefully this is a fun watch and good practice for me. Welcome, Prix, to the stream as well. Yeah, we're gonna play some Blitz 3+2 practice for tomorrow, and yeah, if you haven't joined the Chessmood Grand Prix already, the passcode is in that blue box, C3 Venom, and you can find the tournament pretty easily just by on the League Chess homepage. You can find the Chessmood Grand Prix on the left hand side. You can click on it, and what you'll notice is that our team, we are ranked in 10th place. Although I'm seeing there are 11 teams. What is up with that? How did 11 teams get invited? That's kind of interesting, given that there should only be the top 10 teams. Yeah, don't know what's up with that. Maybe we do have something to play for. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There are only 10 prizes and 11 teams. Okay, I have no idea what's going on, but I guess we'll just do our very best. And as you can see, our team is actually not quite complete, although I do know a lot of people will be joining on the day before round starts. So I think we can do well. if everyone who says they're going to show up does show up. But okay, all I can do is yeah, try my best to promote it, and get some warm up games in. And to be honest, yeah, we'll just see how it goes. To be honest, I mean, like, I think it's been fun to just play as a team. Yeah, 3+2, exactly. So okay, let's play some Zen mode 3+2. I found out playing in Zen mode, I seem to play pretty well. So we'll do like a 9-round score, and let's see how many points I can score. So okay, let's go. Okay, so this is pure Zen mode. I have no idea what level my opponent is. Let's go. Let's see how well we can play. But I've set it to plus 500 elo, and I should be around 2350 on Lichess. So basically, I've got a few strategies here. One strategy is that I'm going to play pretty fast in the opening. Try and build up some time advantage, while being solid, of course. Yeah, commentary is hard while playing, especially when you're still tipsy. But yeah, another rule as well is I do not want to allow myself to get down to 10 seconds. That's another big rule. Okay, H2 prevents me escaping back rank, but... Oh, that's a really interesting maneuver. So I really don't want to take this if I can help it, but I might be forced to in this position. That's a really interesting idea. Okay, let's take it. Fine. Let's play with A3 as well. It's a bit ugly, but we've actually developed a bit better now. So we should be able to play 92, link up the rooks. So there's not going to be some quick B4 that's going to hurt us. But for sure, yeah, having to take on B6 wasn't ideal. So we should definitely look at this after. Okay, I feel my peak chess right now, ready for tomorrow. Fantastic. Yeah, no, I'm also, so I missed this evening's Blitz tournament, as I mentioned at the start of the stream, but I actually have another Blitz tournament tomorrow at the Red Knight Chess Club. So, yeah, no, I should be warmed up, having played some competitive Blitz. Should be in a good mood to play. But yeah, having 40 seconds up is going to be a huge advantage. Can really put some pressure on the clock. Got a very stable position. Need to make sure I watch out for this B5, B4 break is the main thing. Okay, now I take with this. I mean, now these are really weak. That was a really weird move. Alright, fine. Let's develop. Put a knight on C4. So I guess B5 might be tried, but then the pawn is so weak. I also want to get in rook E1. Do I want to play this now or later? Yeah, let's play this now, because he's trying to open the position. This is going to favor my bishops in case in case I get the bishop pair. This B6 is weak as well. Knight E3 is possible. And knight B6 now is surely strong. I guess knight B6, he can take on F3, I take back. Plays like rook A6, I can at the very least play knight D5, so this should be fine. If I can win the bishop pair, then I'm extremely happy. I've got the better pawn structure. Okay, fine. Okay, now I even win a pawn. You see how easy this chess is? Like, okay, I need to lock in, right? Because clearly this guy has to be good. You see? Like, I'm not good at chess. I just play easy chess. I'm telling you, I play chess on easy mode. So okay, that's one win against a 2350 player. Easy. Okay, let's do round 2. We'll analyze all the games in turn once we finish. No, genuinely, was that not piss easy? I mean, like he played like a terrible move to take on d4. That was awful. But yeah, no, okay. Like this is what I mean about Zen mode as well. Like if I saw his rating was 2350, then maybe I panic, right? But welcome, Arab, to the stream. For once, you're not the first person on the stream. Thankfully. I need to lock in. Lock in so hard that they just instant resign. Okay, Benoni time. Let's go. We can't expect every game to be that easy, so let's go again. But no, I'm definitely of the Gotham chess type where I play much better in Zen mode, like just without the distraction of getting psyched out by opponents. Alright, so this is mainline flick knife variation or Taimanov variation, whatever you want to call it. Basically the objectively strongest attempt against Benoni. But this line basically allows you to get in b5. And the thing is, e5 is definitely wrong. Especially with the bishop on e2. It's not even like rook e1 or queen e2 stuff, so I can take. Yeah, taking has to be good. Wow, he doesn't even push f5, doesn't even take back. Alright, then I castle as well. I'm still threatening to win a pawn. Literally, what is this guy doing? Now, there's probably a really nice move to finesse here, so let's get this right. You know, I kind of like b4 because I want to play e4, right? I want to keep the pawn. Oh, I did not consider that. Whoops. But I guess I've got f5, e4, and I still get it all in. It's a little bit risky to play f5. Let's play it. Let's play it. I guess he can go knight g5, yeah. But I really want to save that pawn. That was the whole idea. I guess I can go queen f6 now. Alright, let's go queen f6. Keep tabs on this pawn when knight e6 comes in. Knight e6, rook e8, I'm probably slightly worse. I also blunder knight c7, so this is a little bit poor from me. Alright, so he takes first. But now my bishop's covering e6. I'm a pawn up. It's definitely a little bit sketchy though. Yeah, that's a move I was a bit worried about. Probably bishop f6 then. Yeah, because I've still got two pieces on d7, so they can't push all the way to d7. And now if d6, I've got king g7. I'm just about hanging on. Very awkward position, though. Definitely not the kind of position I'd want in a blitz game. So I should definitely look up like what I should have done better to deal with this push. Really? Probably I just take that. Yeah, I just take that. Play rook e8 or king g7. Which one's more important? Maybe king g7 is better. Yeah, because there's no queen d7. I can still play knight c6, queen d7. I can always drop back. That's fine. I'll just go for the trade. Do I want to take with pawn or bishop? Probably bishop. The bishop was hanging. I didn't even pick up on that. So the rook's going to come in as well, which is a bit awkward. Okay, let's develop then. Rook d1, queen e4. It's definitely hairy. Probably should have traded and played bishop d5. I think I was busted. But this gives me some hope. We're at equal on the clock. But not a pleasant position to play at all. If I get rid of this e-pawn, trade off some pieces, then I'll be very happy. Probably rook e8, get out of all these pins. I lose a pawn, I see. Do I have any alternatives here? Any discoveries? Not really. And do I play a5 to protect b4? I guess bishop c5, maybe I've even got rook c8. Does that actually work? Maybe that works. Oh, he trades. Oh, did I just blunder? I probably did. Ah, that's very annoying. Alright, so what's the best case scenario that I can do here? Take. Probably this way. Alright, let's try this. Am I getting mated? What's the best swindle in this position? Looked pretty hopeless, right? I'm a minute down. I mean, this was just a very poorly played game from me, unfortunately. Alright, let's have the king on a slightly safer square because it was on a light square. Let's get it onto e3. Maybe we can conjure something up. Although he probably just pushes e7. Yeah. Okay, I feel like that was kind of unnecessary, but... I don't have any stalemate tries either, right? Probably does absolutely nothing. He's kind of making a mess of this. He's got the bishop skewer, which he misses. This is awful technique from him. But that probably is strong. Okay, let's try that. Yeah, it just doesn't work, does it? There's rook d6. Oh, really? Alright, let's try and avoid the flag. I mean, maybe there's a chance of stalemate. But it's looking very unlikely. Maybe should have tried rook f8 if I didn't have 0 seconds. But no, that's a second round loss and a loss of a streak if we had a streak. So that's pretty bad. Maybe playing for f5 was too ambitious, like especially in a blitz game, especially if I'm in the form that I'm in. Swindle was giving every piece and playing for stalemate, yeah. Too much time pin, true. I also allowed myself to get down to below 10 seconds, which is very bad. So actually, I made some notes on like what things to keep in mind. So I should have a read over these. But for now, okay, let's get back on a streak. We're 1 out of 2. Yeah, it's like if I played Benoni, then I actually need to really be really focused, and I really wasn't. Okay, just saw your message, Frizz. Yeah, we'll have to see if taking on e6 was good or not. But you're right. Practically speaking, it wasn't easy. So this is chapter 3 of my Gergenitzer course, classical variation. I really like these positions as black. Maybe you can play b5, a4 in such a position. For now, let's just put my knight on d5. Okay, let's go for it. Yeah, let's play a4 as well. Put bishop on e6, queen on d7, rook on e8. And this pawn does actually a really good job of covering these squares. Okay, so this should be fine. My instinct was to take it, so I think let's just take it. But yeah, we've got a huge time advantage. Yeah, absolutely the MVP. Pawn f6. So okay, I got to be careful not to play rook b8. They've got a bishop here. And I don't mind my bishop being passive for now. One day it can come out to life. But first we can solve these pieces first. Wow. You'd think taking on pawn should be good. Yeah, because otherwise a4 is also a bit weak. Let's play like this. Because now we can also double on the a file as well. This looks like a pretty strong plan. Where do we want our rook? Probably we want to stop it in its tracks. The bishop can't attack the rook so easily, neither can the knight. So it makes for a good blockade. Put the other rook on a8. And then we'll just swing the bishop round. Yeah, let's put this here. Play like bishop f8, king g7, maybe bishop d6. I don't know if I want to trade, actually. It's a big decision, so I'm pausing for a bit. You know, actually, I think I can trade. Because my logic is the rook is on the 7th rank, fine, a little bit scary. But what does the rook actually do? It's actually got no squares on this 7th rank. So they can't double on the 7th. So it's just a single rook. Is that really playable? Looks kind of dodgy. And this is kind of a bit loose. It's like bishop c8 or something. Is bishop c8 trapping the rook? Bishop c8 looks like it could win. Let's try it. I guess it's rook b8 actually. I didn't see this. Yeah, that's unfortunate. But I guess we can take anyway and then just go back. Still got a nice blockade here. Knight is still covering c7. If they trade, we've got bishop pair. They've got this weak pawn. I guess we've got this weak pawn now, which we need to look after. You can always play c5 if it really gets hairy. Okay, so they want to come into c4. You know what, let's put the rook back on a8. I don't like that coming with tempo. And this comes with tempo, so that's quite nice. Alright, let's activate our pieces. If they go knight c4, I've got bishop c3. That was my idea. I'm also covering a5 a bit more with this bishop. And now they're not threatening to push. Now I can win this pawn, no? I guess let's just take it. I'm also hitting this. Maybe I can win this bishop if I get a knight to e4. I can also play c5 if I want to strengthen my bishop. My bishop covers my knight. Okay. Maybe knight c3 is tricky. They don't have much time on the clock, so let's add some tricks. I can still always play c5 whenever I need it if this guy comes under pressure. And bishop f5. Just add a little bit of tickle. Right, and now c5 should come in clutch. Or do we want to stop a5? Do we actually have something if we have that check? Or do we want to actually block the pawn again? Or maybe rook a6. Let's go rook a6 instead. Oh, that's just a piece. So that's what happens when you... This is why you don't get below 10 seconds, right? I mean, it's really just a matter of discipline. It really is just a matter of discipline. So yeah, stable position, easy win. Easy win. Okay, so we win round 3. Okay, let's move to round 4. Let me just check. I have set this to plus 500, right? Like, these guys are above 2370 and they feel like they're getting crushed. So I don't really know what's happening. Yeah, we had one difficult game in Benoni and then the rest was like cruising. Welcome Gloin to the stream. So yeah, we've got 6 rounds to go. Let's see how I do in my little 9-round tournament. Okay, we've got a d4. Okay, let's go. Let's see if we can redeem ourselves for our Benoni mishaps. Okay, so we do get a Benoni in the end. We've got a bit of a weird one with b6, but they've also got g3. We can correct b6 with a6 pretty easily, and now we just get on with it. If they play extremely precisely, maybe they can exploit this, but very unlikely. Okay, so they're going for that plan. I'll go for this one. And when knight c4 comes, I meet it with knight e8. So it looks passive, but there is an idea. So if bishop f4 comes, I can play this move. And the point is that I ruin my Benoni structure, but I put a knight on d6. So here, when the knight stays on c4, you must take with the bishop, not the pawn. Otherwise, the knight is covering the square. And now we can put a knight on d6, and then actually black is equalized already. Oh, wait, there's a bishop here. Thankfully, there's no damage. So actually, there's this difference, right? There's this potential... But I can play b5, surely. And I'm not getting cooked if they push d6, so b5 should be fine. And I want to try and use this square, okay. Really trying to test my setup. Queen c7 is met by d6 though, this is quite annoying. Quite annoying. I could play f5 and sack the pawn, but I don't want to if I can help it. Again, weakens some squares. I could just play c4. Yeah, maybe c4 is the way. Yeah, let's not lose any material unnecessarily. Okay, now I want to try and get bishop b7 in before it's too late. They can play knight f6. I don't see that being so bad though. Yeah, let's it's either that or... Right. Do I not have knight f6? No, I don't. I don't have knight f6. Okay, so I need to play like knight c7 or something. I am getting cooked again. It's very annoying. This is actually a very annoying position. Okay, I've got to play something. I've really messed this up though. Okay, now we've got to take. And now we pray that we have a way out of all of this. Probably knight e6, as ugly as it looks. Might be playable. Or rook a7 first, and then knight e6 comes with a bit more speed. And then you can already play like queen d6. So maybe I need to play like queen e7? Yeah, queen e7 looks quite good actually. As I kind of cover these squares, I hit the knight. Threatening like rook d8. Seems legit. But again, not what you want in a blitz game. Like, I don't know. I think also like I just haven't played much chess recently, and that's why my Benoni is just rusty. Whereas like the other games, like that Gurgen into Modern C3 Venom, is so easy to play. It's like even if you quit chess for a year, like it's literally so easy to win. Take on b3, surely. I mean, wait, they have to take with a knight, which they have to retreat. So yeah, for sure I'm doing that. And then I bring a rook to d8. Seriously, bro? So okay, knight e6 to come into d4. Get that trade. Protect the pawn as well when they take. That looks very, very nice. I guess they could ignore it and just take my pawn, which is fair, but then I can play rook d8, and I feel like I'm collecting this. Question is which rook, because this rook feels a little bit exposed actually. Maybe it makes more sense to use the other rook. Okay, so we actually get this. And I think he's tough with rook c7. So probably I want to use this other rook. Yeah, because then I can actually push this pawn and attack with rook f7. So he's going to try to defend a bit better. f5? Yeah, f5. Because maybe we can go f4 and just tickle that king a little bit. There are no minor pieces, so my king is a lot safer. Now, can I actually go rook f7? I go rook c8, take on d7? Probably not. Can I go king g7? Yeah, I can go king g7. If he goes rook c8, then I can go rook takes d7. Okay. Let's not mess this up. We're also low on time. 10 seconds left, you lose. Okay. Try and win that pawn. Oh, shit. Oh my god, this is why I suck. This is why I actually suck. Holy crap, I didn't even see that. Oh. And at least I won't be drinking while in the build-up to this tournament. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm just playing on for tilt mitigation. Not much else. I really don't think I've got chances of a stalemate or anything. Shocking. So second Benoni loss. Again, not my greatest showing. Definitely had chances to take that one over, but I really played this poorly. Yeah, opponent also played it poorly as well. Like these are low level Benoni games, and I'm just playing even lower level. It's very sad. But honestly, given how badly the Benoni is going right now, like maybe it's worth me playing like some Slav just to switch something up, because it's actually too painful. Yeah, pushing b2 to remove from the defense, but I didn't think it worked because there are two rooks on the 7th rank. So even if I removed the queen, I thought I was still losing. Like, I still thought I couldn't win the d pawn, right? Okay, so we're 4 rounds in, we're 2 out of 4. We definitely could be doing better. Not blundering 4 queens. God, that was crazy. Okay, so let's just grind out some solid chess. And then that is already slightly better for white. Sorry, before they got to the 7th rank. Okay. Oh, this is just terrible. Oh, so he didn't go all... Okay, so it's not terrible. If they keep copying, then it is terrible. So this is just the game. We have some slight imbalances. I can try and claim my imbalances are better than his, but it's probably just equal. But for sure, just because the position's equal doesn't mean that someone's not going to win or lose this game. Now, my question I'm wondering is, like, do I actually benefit from a queen trade or not? Okay, interesting. Okay, I'm just going to play this just for some tricks, just because it's Blitz. And then I'll probably head all the way back, yeah. So, okay, he connected his rooks. And I know this loses a bunch of time, but I actually don't see a good active plan for black. So I don't mind giving him a few extra tempi. Where do I want my king, though? Probably on the queen side too, in all honesty, because g3 is a hook. For now, though, I'll play this. Because I'm considering the idea of just playing a4, and I need my knight to be here to recapture. I realize he can play f4 here. G takes f4, bishop f4, but it also undoubles my pawn, so I don't think it's that special. Now the question is he actually able to sack right now? If that's the case, then I should probably move my king. And there's no light squared bishop, so I feel quite safe about king d1. So he goes back. I've still got this open h-file to work with. I think I want the queen's gone, though. I think I want the queen's gone. Because I do feel my king is a little bit weaker. Goes for this. Now I could push a5 as well. Low-key want to meet f4 with e4. So maybe I put the knight back on d2. Let's put the knight back on d2. If he plays f4, I play e4. Okay, so he prepares this a bit more. Probably king c2 is important, right? Because I need to link up my rooks. Wow, okay, so I have a chance to play knight versus bishop. But then he opens up the f-file, and I can't put a piece on f4, so I shouldn't take. I should just play around this piece. But my pawn is hanging. I need to be a bit careful. Okay, for now, let's just play rook f1. Let's not get lower on the clock. I need to be very careful with this push. But eventually we want to play on the h-file. That's the dream. Is c4 useful? I'm going to say yes. Maybe he should have started with a5. Okay, wow, we get this trade. I'm thinking like king c3, b4. Right. Okay, but let's definitely put a bishop on d3 though. Because if there's going to be all this pressure, I really want to be able to meet f4 with e4. Like 100%. If everything goes my way, I want king c3 and b4 as well, but probably he can prevent this in many ways. This pawn is on the white square, which is probably good, because it doesn't restrict my bishop. Okay, let's get off the line of the rook anyway. Okay, so yeah, a5 makes perfect sense. And now we want to try and double. So let's start with rook h3. Let's stick to the light squares. We're against a dark squared bishop. Where do we actually want to play? You know what? I feel like g3 is actually quite useful. restricting these breaks, and this is still difficult because of h5. And where do we go? King b3 or king c2? Okay, he's trying to get active with his king. Now we need a really, really nice plan. Problem is his rooks are actually pretty good. Don't want to spend too much time either. Can also sack the bishop, but it's probably a bit too keen. Let's put the rook on h1. Then we ask ourselves whether we can sack a bit more. Alright, let's give a little check. I'm aware my king's on the line of my rook, but c5 can be met by d5. Don't think I'm getting mated either. Maybe I'm preparing some like f3, g4, f3, e4, something like this. The question is whether my rooks are perfectly placed for such a break. And I've got the time to remaneuver, right? So let's start with a rook on e1, now that we've got this square, and get to e2. Is that not a pawn? Why did he just give that? I guess he wants to win on the b pawn. Takes. Do we allow it? Maybe not. Maybe not. Yeah, let's not allow it. Let's not allow it. Oh, the annoying thing is our rooks aren't ready to challenge the c-file, so now we can double. And put my bishop on b1 maybe. Oh, okay. He allowed that. That was probably not wise from them. And let's maybe attempt to double. Can also try rook c3. Nah, let's just take it. My plan is rook d2, rook c2. But rook d2, there's rook c1. Rook c2 anyway? Maybe I've got some rook c6 ideas. Okay, let's head back. Still covering the entry points. Gotta be precise now. Let's go for some activity. I think he should have taken with the rook. My rook's doing a fantastic job blockading. It's very slow to remove my rook. Alright, down to 13 seconds each. Alright, let's not get down to 10, if we can. Okay, I got down to 10. Let's get back up. Don't know if this is the right call. Oh, this is going to be fun on increment. Oh, but how do I can't win. I need to be able to block the rook. How do I do this? Maybe start with this. Let's cover this square as well, so I can bring my rook across. That's a bit risky. He doesn't play it. Okay, let's head back somewhere. Okay, now I can bring it across. No, I can't. Alright, let's go back. Let's stay above the time. That was just in case he went back rook h6. Might even be free fold soon, so I need to be a bit careful. I think I can try this. Risky business. Let's not flag. I'm getting there though. There we go. Damn it. I can take with the king. Let's go. Alright, now the grind really begins. And this is extremely ineffective for Chessmood Grand Prix, but this is quite fun to play out. So let's win this. Oh, get the resignation. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Easy win. When we don't just get smacked in a Benoni. Would have been nice to actually convert this way, but I guess Guy was just you know, unhappy. I love that he is not winning this from Araf. Like, that came probably seconds before the guy resigned. I love it. Nah, for sure. I mean, this is winning. Like, I feel like I win this 10 out of 10 times in Blitz, for sure, because there's so much pressure. Like, you don't hold this in Blitz. No way. I can play like you know, poor technique, and I can still win this. I'm sure. Your opponents are paid, bro. My opponents are probably like 2,400. They're just trash. Okay. Round 6 of the tournament. Let's go. I'm so happy I made this bishop h3 work though. That was what I was trying to work. If they played d4, I was going to try play a Slav instead, because I felt like my Benoni just wasn't. I'm playing too loosely to play Benoni right now, so I need something a bit more solid. Okay, and speaking of solid, I mean, we've got the most solid line of the Gergenitzer Modern. Let's see which line he chooses. Bishop e3. Let me get this right. Well, here I can just play h4. Yeah, and then h4 is good. Stops g4. But man, I live for those grinds. I love it. I love these grinds. Okay. Put the bishop on e7. Bring the knight to tease this f5 idea. So far, white has played engine perfect. b3 is actually precise as well. Yeah, this is very, very well played from my opponent so far. I wonder if I should have pushed a4. I feel like this is inaccurate though. Probably I need to take this way. And now I just need to make sure I don't get wrecked on the c file. Start with this. If he just tries to straight up double like rook c2, I think I'm in time for queen b6, bishop d8, just to cover the entry point. Okay, so let's do exactly that. Let's not question the strength of this maneuver. So I want to put a king on g7. Then I need to find a way to re-maneuver my pieces. The annoying thing is I can't really play knight f5 and take with the e-pawn because my d-pawn is too weak. So I'd need to always take with the g-pawn, which isn't the nicest. Because it's also not easy for me to, let's say, play rook g8 when this queen is still about. So something's already gone wrong for me. And yeah, I need to review this after. Now knight a4 is coming as well. This looks very annoying. So I need to probably get a bit fancy already. Queen b4 maybe? But knight b5 is actually also a big threat. Alright, let's start with king g7. Let's get this king out of danger. You're kidding. Okay, if that is a top engine move, then the guy's cheating for sure, because he's played literal top engine book, and then that is a ridiculous sack. If like 100% cheater if this is actually engine correct. But for now, I'll presume it isn't. I think knight f8, knight e6 seems like a good move to vouch for. Yeah, no, I smell some. I smell a rat. That's what I'm saying. That's the one problem with Zen mode. Like, this guy could literally have question mark next to his rating and like played like 15 games and won all 15. Like, you don't know. But okay, let's find out how engine crushes me then, if this is indeed engine play. It's like the speed of that sack and how unnecessary it was. That's the combination of what smells fishy to me. And now he's thinking. Extremely weird. Extremely weird. But that's okay. Not every day you get to play against someone who plays a sparring game with you using Stockfish. Do we want to trade queens? I feel like my knights are kind of stronger with them on. Maybe knight f5 even. Just to have a little bit more support. I think I'm going to play knight f5 just to prevent the pushes. Double my pawns, but actually it's not so easy for them to be taken. I feel like this makes most sense. Actually, if they take and I take back, I've even got rook h6 to try and come out. So let's see how he deals with this. Okay. Probably rook h6 or knight e6. I've actually got some moves here. Let's try rook h6. Rook h6 feels quite interesting. Maybe I'll play with like rook g6. Somehow I don't think he's a cheater anymore. I feel like his moves are kind of trash. Alright, let's play rook g6. Right, let's not blunder a queen this time. Queen b4. Now his pawns are scary. I'll give him that. Do I want to play bishop b6 if I can? Will I get the chance? Queen a3 is super dodgy. Kind of like it. Yeah, let's see if we can snake our way in. For some 4 AM tipsy chess, this is not bad though. Ooh, that's a nasty move though. If I can't get out of this... Jeez, okay. What's the correct move here? Unfortunately, like b6 or something. Or do we just get the queen out already? I should get the queen out already. Too risky to keep it out. Bishop c1, bishop c5, like both moves were very close to being busted. Interesting. f5 is hanging. That's annoying. Queen d7 then? Maybe queen e6, queen d5. And hope that in his attempt to flag me, he doesn't use Stockfish. Oh, it defends? That's annoying. There's still some spice. He has to be careful. Okay, let's bring some pieces in. Try and look a bit scary, even if we're threatening nothing. My knight's kind of doing a good job. Just hung the pawn. In probably a very bad way. But then I win the bishop actually, so maybe not. That's a crazy move. Let's pray that I've got a defense. Shit, he takes my rook. Nice find. guy's played very well. My last hope, if he's an engine user. Okay. I don't know about holds. Sometimes they agree draws. This is getting hairy for them as well. Crap. Am I surviving? Let's go. Let's go. Okay, I gotta find out. Is this guy a cheat? Or no? Let's find out. Maybe he's just okay. He's not. He was just playing a good game of chess. That's crazy. I really got strange vibes from his play. That was really interesting. But no, that felt very satisfying to get that W. What a game. What a game. Wasn't it mate in 2 of Queen H8? Oh, here. No, but there's knight takes H8, no? And rook H8, there's still knight takes H8. So actually, there's some defense here. Yeah, somehow we were actually surviving this, which was quite nice. But no, I got really weird vibes from his play. Like, that sack was so strange. Just to sack immediately and then have no immediate follow-up, and then tank for like 20 seconds here. Just felt like a really, really odd game. Really odd game. But okay. I guess my intuition's just off. That was a really nice combo as well, to see that the rook is not hanging. And just had to go all in and pray. Pray that I was surviving this, but wow, what a defense. Okay, so that was round 6. We broke the cycle of win-lose with a massive win. So we've won 2 games with C3 Venom, 2 games with... is that true? Yeah, 2 games with C3 Venom, 2 games with Garganitza Modern, and 2 losses in the Benoni. So we know what the weak link is. Alright, so got 3 more rounds. Let's keep this going. Okay, so let's get another win with C3 Venom. Let's cook him. Okay, so we're going to get Exchange Slav. We're not going to get Exchange Slav. We're going to get King's Indian with C5 type position. Okay, so it looks like we might even get another repeat of Queen B6, Queen B3, Bishop E6, which is a very trendy line. Or not. Okay, I'm very bad at guessing this game. And okay, we want to try and play pretty fast, keep up some time on the clock. Also, guys, is everyone on the YouTube chat registered to play tomorrow in the Chessmood Grand Prix? Because if you're not, we need everyone's support. Okay, so let's just start with like rook e1, bishop f1. Let's make a couple more improving moves, and then we'll make a choice. I guess we can play knight d2 as well. Probably knight d2 is worth doing. Yeah, especially since that's annoying. Okay, let's put the bishop back. Now if he plays e5, I can play d5. But now if e5, I can even choose knight c4. So now I've got even more options. But I should have played bishop h2 a bit sooner. Can play d5. Probably not bad. Let's start with the queen here, because sometimes in some lines I've learned that like knight g5 is sometimes useful. He's really asking me to push d5 though. Really begging for it. What's the best way to finesse all this? Really wants me to push that pawn. Oh no, I'm taking too long. I need to make some moves. Okay, let's put the queen on a slightly less exposed square, right? Let's just put it on a3 and then we can decide. Then we can decide, do we push this d5 or not? Because now this doesn't come with tempo. Maybe we can follow up with c4. Like, b2 is protected from the bishop. Okay, now we take... Oh, so now I'm quite happy. Now I'm quite happy. We've got this open e-file. f7 is still a little bit weak. They need to be very careful. And they go for e5. That doesn't feel quite right. Knight c4, perhaps? Knight c4 looks very thematic. If they take here, then I take here. And this looks busted. This is the problem with King's Indian players. They just can't help themselves but try and get activity. And very often it's just bad. So now, probably knight d2 is just cleanest. Let's not mess around. Put a knight on d6. GG. Well, it's not GG, but we have big advantage. Gonna win an exchange. So now comes the grind to actually convert this. We don't even need to take immediately. So maybe we can... I wonder if b4 is cheeky. Maybe b4 is cheeky. Or maybe bishop b5. Bishop a6 even. I don't know. Let's just make a move. We don't need to take the rook just yet. I want to put the knight on e3. That was my logic. Oh my god, this is why you take... This is why you don't get fancy. Oh, Michael. Oh, crap. Oh, I hate myself. I hate myself. I was getting way too cocky. You could just tell I was so cocky about my position. Holy crap. Okay. Time to shift gear then. So we're actually fighting for our life, which is quite funny. Always take the damn piece. It's not worth the extra hassle. Alright, let's try c4. Looks like a mess. I mean, probably knight takes is good, but who knows? Who knows? Maybe this knight, but then I take here? Yeah. Alright, let's just go all in for this. Probably does some knight c2, and it's just... I have no idea. But then I've got like queen c3, I get out of the pin. Lord knows. Lord knows. It's completely unnecessary. But this is a good lesson. Like next time I just take the damn rook and I don't get fancy. What is that? Was that a piece? Oh, that was my bishop, right? That was my bishop. Okay. So I guess I have to take. Because my queen was attacked. Oh, I could take this pawn though. You know what? I quite like that. Yeah, and then next move my queen. And then at least I'm not losing material, right? Or am I? The hell? I can take on a7 here. Not really. Oh, that's very annoying. That's very annoying. And I'm low on time. Do I have any checkmates with the knights? Let's try this. I think I get at least rook and knight for the queen, so that's kind of interesting. And let's just take that back and claim that this is some compensation. What even is going on here? I can push d6 though, if I can. So you should probably take. Interesting. Here. Take. Alright, let's just pray that the pass pawn is enough. Probably isn't. Especially given my rook hangs on a1. Just hoping the pass pawn would be enough, but... Alright, let's do that. Be careful of g2. Be very careful. Maybe that was unnecessary, but... I don't know where my bishop is going. It's probably getting worse. I thought it was getting better, but it's probably just getting worse. Okay. I've got some ideas though. Let's try this. That was the longest journey of my bishop. Oh, don't mass slip. Did I just blunder? Probably just blundered. This was just awful. This is just awful play. And I've got too low time. This is what happens. This is what happens. Jesus. Too low time. Blundering pawns. Doesn't take them. Maybe my pieces together can do something? Let's try this. Long shot, but you never know. Hello. Rats. Put this on a sticky square. It's annoying you can win that pawn. Very annoying. Bishop is temporarily loose, but I'm hoping it's safe enough. Need a secure square for my rook. That'll have to do. And we pray. Maybe I could have held that better. Really low time. Don't think there's a fork. Oh, very ugly. Very ugly. Bastard. Bastard. Ah, and a flag as well. What went wrong in this game? Oh, what went wrong was like I didn't take the damn rook. That was what went wrong. Just really, really... Oh, come on, Michael. Come on. Yeah, no, I kept blundering too many pawns at the end. Like, I was always just... Yeah. I do know the meme. I don't remember the exact position. I feel like I could have done a better job holding this. Again, I had too little time. I did not respect the 10 seconds left you lose. If I had a little bit more time, then I can really try and hold this. Now, even this position, I think like I can find better moves here to hold. But I was just nowhere near enough time. Okay, this is very annoying. I've now lost 3, won 4. So okay, let's finish on a high. Let's finish with 2 wins. Okay, we get d4. So I'm gonna switch my guns. I'm gonna play d5. We're gonna play Slav, and let's see what type of Slav position we get. Okay, so this is like some preparation that I've had in the back pocket for a long while. e5 is definitely wrong, or maybe it's not. Wait a sec. Should be b4 as my intuition. I'm just going to trust it. And then I think I have to go like c3 or something. But this is the thing, actually. I don't have enough experience to be sure. And there's some positions where it's good, some positions where it's not. And I always get a bit confused. Right. Maybe bishop f5? Is there a big threat? I didn't see one. Let's try and be greedy. Let's have it all. Bishop f5, very greedy move. Because I want to play e6, have the bishop outside the chain. Right. I've even got c2 here. I've got queen a5 as well. Lots of stuff going on. c2. I can also just play e6. Also can just play e6. Okay, I'm spending too long. Spending too long on my moves. I need to make a decision. I don't think allowing this exchange is actually that bad. Guess he'll take, yep. I'm still a pawn up though. This is a very, very strong pawn. And put my king on g7. Put a pawn on h5, just block that all up. King on g7, queen on a5. I mean, I'm a pawn up. Seems okay. So where do I want this knight? I want it on e6, so maybe I should have been a bit quicker with that venture. Let's put a rook on e6 for now. Next we can play knight d7, knight f8, knight e6. Seems alright. Can he go for the sack? I really don't think so. I don't believe it. I mean, if he has the sack, I mean, his position's very desperate. So he's gone for it. Let's find out if I'm going to get cooked. Let's get some precise defense, guys. Don't know if I can allow... If I can prevent... If I go rook e6... We want to get this move right. Want to get this move right. Really hate the idea of e6 incoming. Yeah, let's put a rook on e6 just to bait knight g5. Then I've got queen e7. Sack back the exchange. No, so he goes for this one instead, which is probably better. But not entirely clear either. Maybe even rook g6 immediately. It actually feels kind of fine. Is there not a way for me to... Oh, that's super annoying. I didn't consider this properly. Ah, super annoying move. And I'm low on the clock. Okay. Alright, let's hope that this kicks out the queen and I'm in time to sort my shit out. Okay, now I can play this to prevent this push. Still got rook takes e6 if the pawn pushes. Still holding on to everything. And I'm currently a piece for 2 pawns up. Okay. Really not a position I'm enjoying. So probably knight f8 to come to e6. And then bring the other knight to d5. That's also annoying. Okay. I think let's just play rook b8 just so I can take back this way. Keep tabs on h5. If he wants to bring his other rook down, then that's one less rook on the e file and one less piece in the attack. So trades should be favoring me. Okay, I really want to win this game. Okay, let's just do something. Let's not get too low on the clock. And then I need to sort out my knights. Make sure c3 doesn't drop. That's a huge pawn. And 10 seconds left, I lose. Do not get down to 10 seconds. I guess rook takes, pawn takes, and then queen b7. Okay. Tried something else, which also looks very scary. I guess gotta activate this queen. His king's a little exposed. Okay, fine. Get vibes from knight f5, but looks sus as well. I think we go all in. Don't want to have to play that move. Maybe if queen b7, I've got knight f8. Yeah. He pushes d7. It's really ugly. And knight e6. Maybe, just maybe. Okay, let's just hope. If knight g5, I just sack the rook. Surely has some counterplay. Come on. Okay, let's try this. Okay. Really? Oh, it's queen defends. Smart guy, smart guy. What is this technique? What was that? Oh, and I keep blundering queen f6 and he keeps missing it. What the hell is going on? Does that work? Yes. Thank God for woodpecker, Jesus Christ. Now we need some finesse. Activate the king. Oh shit. Okay. No. No! Oh, I wanna... Fucking hell, how did I lose that? Oh, I'm actually so done. How did I... That was such a big choke. Bastard. Flag as well. Oh, unbelievable. Unbelievable choke. I was so gassed from seeing that fucking woodpecker tactic. I couldn't even think straight. It's actually crazy. I think this has to be the right try. And in this position, I've got a better move here. Definitely is a move like knight d6. I don't know why I tried to bring in the king. Like my logic was I'll bring in the king, force a reaction, and then I should be able to bring my knight and stop it in time. And it just wasn't in time. Because I also have the knight like this. I don't have the check. Actually unbelievable. 96 wins. 96 wins for sure. 96, 100% winning. Oh, it's even a... Okay, it's fine. It's a draw. Yeah, but you don't lose this. You don't lose this game. Jesus Christ. Oh, that's so annoying. That's so annoying. I was on such a good run. We're going to have to analyze all these games properly after. Nah, but the point is that no, we're actually good. We're actually good. We just need to not make these stupid decisions. We're actually finding tactics now, like rook, queen takes d2. That was a crazy game. Oh man, I'm so annoyed. King takes g3. What are you guys talking about? Let's have a quick look. Oh, king takes g3 is wrong. Interesting, because then the pawns get too strong. So what should I have done? Because I feel like if these pawns are a threat, then I can't try and play the position until I've dealt with the threat. Or is the point that we should actually be trying to go for this pawn with the knight? Right? In this position, maybe I should actually be trying to win this pawn. And if I play knight here, and I try and activate the king, well then, okay, that just blunders the fork. But yeah, the point is I can kind of like lose this pawn, and then I can bring my knight over. Yeah, this is the better way. This is the better way. I guess I didn't think there was a way that my knight could win that a pawn so easily. Yeah, king g3, f5 is a really nice move though. Did not appreciate the power of these pass pawns. Yeah, crazy position. Yeah, need to do more pass pawn tactics, basically. Okay, we have one final game, one final c3 venom. Let's end on a high. Just had 2 losses in a row. And we've got to remember that this tournament is going to, be even more grueling. The problem is I have such a grindy style. You can see each game actually lasts a long time. This is the issue. I'm very curious about this knight d5, knight c7 game. So maybe actually I should start with my bishop on h2. So that there's no like knight d5 with tempo. Okay, so he just goes for the trade. So this is very unambitious. And we should be slightly better. Yes, he's got the minority attack. But I've got play in the center with this backwards e-pawn. Right now I can meet b4 with c4. Alright, let's just defend that. Now I'm actually threatening maybe c4. That looks dodgy. I guess he wants g2, so c4, or is that just very strong? No, then he takes my knight. Take back and I get forked. There's something wrong with this move, but what is it? Come on. Think. Really don't want to have to take it. I don't want to take it. It's really annoying. Can I castle? I've burned so much time. I'm so done. Alright, this is definitely a bad move. 100% a bad move. But the fact is that his pawn on d6 is slightly weak, so he might not be able to exploit my king fast enough. Like if he takes. Yeah, this move of course is also decent, but I thought maybe I'm in time to deal with this. But it's not gonna be so easy either. Ah, why have I done this? Let's just go back. Let's restart. Let's reset. There's a pawn on d6 that's still weak. Not so easy, especially if we can get a knight to e3, we can close this up. Maybe we can untangle. But no, for sure black is better here if they find the right continuation. Which is probably this. I was hoping they wouldn't see it. Okay. Oh, man. I don't know what to do. We gotta just try something and hope. Problem is my dark square is so weak once taking on f2 is played. I can't believe this bishop d5 caused me so many problems. I'm really in big trouble. Like, my pieces are so awful. I don't even know where to put my king. Okay, let's just make a choice. We've got 50 seconds. We're a minute down. We need play. Let's develop this way. Very ugly to give the g4 square, but it's not like they can use it so quickly. And I just need to get my pieces out. I can still meet b4 with c4, just. Oh, and I still had the pawn on d6 if I wanted it. No, I don't, because the knight's defending it. Does it do anything? Let's just develop. If I put a knight on g5, don't mind this as much, especially if they take, and I can take back with the h-pawn. We're fighting this back. Just keep tabs on all the weak dark squares. Wow. Okay, let's take it. I'm a bit scared of this b-pawn, so that was maybe risky, but we've got something. There's a little bit of something, and that might be all we need. Wow. Okay. Ah, I see. Maybe d5 then? Because I really don't want him to push d5. I feel like we have to try this. Knight e7, rook d1 and Prix. But it's really not looking good. I need to be able to take on e4. So what, do I try like king e2 at some point? King g1? But he's low on time. There is hope. Don't know what we try here. Okay, we try rook d1. Probably rook b8 is coming. Oh, that way. In that case, I will take. So you should have done the other rook. Now d6 hangs. Don't think I'm getting mated. Weak dark squares everywhere. Which way? Probably this way. Now we push the d pawn like a maniac. Okay, survive. We're down under 10 seconds. Crap. Will he sack? Rook's on or off? Rook's on, with 2 pawns down. Let's defend like this. Yikes. Even bigger yikes. Shit. Fuck. Guy was so smart. I can't believe I'm finishing this session on like 5 losses, whatever it is. Yeah. Let's just take this and pray. Oh, shocking. Let's offer a draw. Oh, I'm so salty that we lost these last 2 games. Last 3 games in a row. All started with me not taking that rook as well. Crazy. Did we finish the session on a low? Probably, right? Probably. When did I start? So I was on 23.46. And we finished the session on 23.50 something. So okay, that's reasonable. And given my rating is 22.04 on Ponziani Master, I should have easier pairings tomorrow. But what do you guys think? What would the take-home messages? Let's analyze these games now. This is gonna be brutal. God. Some good moments though. There were some good grinds. Anytime the position got sharp, I fucked up. But having said that, there were also some moments where I saw some tactics that I wouldn't typically see. Like that woodpecker tactic of winning the rook and then forking. That I haven't played much Blitz on my alt. This is all kind of like recent chess, right? So it's like a low K factor. But I'm glad at least I can maintain 23.50, which is really like bare minimum. Like if I'm actually below 23.50, then there's a problem. Yeah, let's have a look. Lots to learn. Okay. Do I have any studies? No. Wait a sec. Okay. Let me sign into the right account. Okay. And then let's add this properly. Okay. Let's add it to this. This is kind of a improvement study. Okay, so we had this situation. I know Engine's a bit of a hater. But yeah, this moment here, had I played bishop h2, does this make a difference to this knight e4 plan? It does, because we can meet it with e4, wow. e4 is a nice remedy to this, because on knight c7... Oh, what? Engine is now changing its mind? Oh, wow. This is better for black. Oh, wait, what? Night before, the heck is this? Bruh. Oh, that's some nasty business. Wow. That's ridiculous. So what? Here, knight c2, knight d2, knight takes, rook takes. And we've got 2 pieces, but somehow slightly worse. Okay, whatever. Yeah, crazy idea. I'll just put unclear. I don't know if I can do better than this, though. D takes c5, dc5, a4 is what engine is suggesting here. Yeah, maybe still a good line to play. Nobody will find knight b4. Exactly. That was kind of like in the back of my mind. Yeah, but good to see how knight d5, knight c7 is a motif that can be annoying. But okay, we get this position instead, which is still fine. And suddenly, yeah, no. I mean, taking was really bad, I think. Even okay, it says it's top engine move, but it's really surprising. Not surprising that the position turns around very fast. So this was actually a very quick turnaround, and yeah, he resigned like for no reason. Yeah, this was a nice start. I guess he just felt like he's got no play, but of course you play on here. Yeah, so okay, maybe a bit lucky first round game. Oh, and what I really should do as well is I should go back to this game, and whenever I analyze like that, I should then click learn from your mistakes, and then just make sure that I've got improvements over the moves. Okay, I'll let that run. Oh wait, let's have a look at this. Is my computer gonna crash? I think that's the problem. My computer's struggling. Okay, this is the Benoni game. I was quite disappointed with how this one went. Yeah, so e5 is actually engine approved, but it felt really wrong. Castles is playable here. My intuition is castling is scary due to e6. Yeah, the fact that this is just like equal, that unnerves me. Yeah, so I'd prefer to take if I can. And then I castled, which is fine. And then, yeah, king h1 is too slow. Just didn't find the right move here. I thought I was being very clever here, right? b4, kick away the knight, and then push e4, but I didn't calculate, right? I didn't look what he would actually play. And of course, knight e4 is going to be played, and then I can't save my pawn. I did consider taking here. I just thought that, being up this pawn, it may not be enough given how active his pieces are. So I was trying to look for, if there was a way I could do this and push e4, then this is like really good. But of course, he's never going to do this. Bishop b7 is the other nice way to play, which I'm kind of surprised why didn't I play. I guess I was too fixated on trying to save this, so b4 was a bit too ambitious. And f5 is just too much. Yeah. And I think at this moment I was kind of calculating between bishop b7. I was looking at this takes on f4 as well. Knight f5. I mean, pawn f5 is just too weakening, and I should know better in Blitz as well to weaken my king like this. It's just really, really unnecessary, careless play. Wow, and e4. Why didn't I play e4? Because I know there's a fork, but like this is like a really thematic way to sack an exchange. Oh, you take on f3. I think I was just looking at this kind of position and not being satisfied, but this... Yeah, because I was thinking if I take, they take. So I thought I have to take, and I thought this is like worse for me. So I guess at least maybe I was right here, but how the hell does this work? Knight takes d7? Oh, I take on g2. And then take back. So what, I'm down material, right? Oh no, I'm just down in one exchange. Oh, because I take on f3, right. I do win a piece. Okay, yeah, this was the game where you found bishop takes e6 bad, Fritz. Yeah, we'll get to that soon. So yeah, I should have tried e4. Definitely the move that feels right. And this is just way too much. So I knew I was in trouble. And yeah, bishop e6 here. Okay, it says it's top engine move, but yeah, I think my issue with this was I didn't see a good move here because, oh, there's no knight c7, my queen takes. No, there isn't queen takes because there's d6, right? And this is a problem. So then if I have to play a move like rook f7, what's the win for white? I don't see the win immediately. Maybe bishop f4 feels pretty nasty. Let's see bishop f4. Yeah, bishop f4 is almost top move. Rook e1 is slightly better, but bishop f4 is good enough. Just developing another piece. Yeah, whereas if I take immediately... Yeah, because here, let's say something like this happens. Maybe I'm not in time to take anymore. Now let's say they play this move. Can I now take? Take. I guess this is a slightly worse version, right? Because maybe my pieces are a bit more awkward, they're a bit better developed. I have to waste tempi like this. So I guess this allows me to survive a bit longer. And this was actually some decent play. Like, we're almost fighting back, like, if my opponent doesn't find these top moves. Yeah, and I thought here... What did I think? I thought he had a very simple win here. I thought he could just take and play bishop d5. This was what I thought was really strong. Oh no, I just defend my knight. Okay. So that's not actually so strong. Yeah, so actually what he did was better then. And yeah, then he found this really nice motif. This was super nice. And I did not survive this, right? Or did I come close? No, this was not the game where I came close. Well, he was... I felt this was really bad technique from him, but I guess it did the job. Yeah. Not quite enough. Not quite enough. So, this was just a pretty tough game. I should have gone for this e4 to get some counterplay. I also definitely should have gone bishop b7 here. To develop a bit more. And my position's probably just healthier, right? Because I've taken e5 in favorable circumstances, so I should just be a pawn up. Yeah, bishop e7 is extremely natural, so this deserves an exclam, e4 deserves an exclam. This deserves question mark. Question mark. Yeah. This was from Benoni. All roads lead to Rome. Spelled R-O-A-M. Interesting. Take on e6 reluctantly. Yeah, but I mean, in the situation, there's nothing much to do, right? So, I think I can forgive myself. Okay, then this game... again, early resignation. I've noticed this, actually. When you start playing players above 2350, they resign way too early. I guess they just expect that the opponent is going to have technique with the conversion at 2350 level, so I don't really know. But I think this opening was fine. Okay, knight d5 was fine. This is all fine. a4 is correct as well. Okay, I'm glad to see that. bc4 correct. Bishop e6 correct. ab3 correct. Queen d7 good enough. Rook a5. a8. Trading was fine. This was almost winning, but not quite. And just a small grind. Knight e4 was apparently better. Knight e4, my instinct is king g7, so what am I missing? Bishop d6. So this trade is actually in white's favor. That makes sense. So how could I have avoided this? Could be knight c3, which prevents knight e4. Wow, and actually change this structure. Like, I'm surprised this is actually so okay. I guess with queens off, it kind of makes sense that this should be okay. Or even good. Yeah, it looks like a5 only move. That's a good sign. Even allowing this, right? Yeah, so maybe knight c3 is okay. Bishop b4. Yeah, I just blundered this pawn. I brought my knight in, put lots of pressure. Bro was feeling the pressure. Bro blundered a piece. Yeah, so actually this was a pretty nice game, I think. Yeah, I never resign, as you can see from the games. It's not worth it. On the occasion where you miss a resource because you've just decided to resign prematurely, it's a really bad habit, I think. But yeah, no, this is kind of the power of the Gurgenitsa modern. Like, this was a really nice game, I think. I had this one tiny moment with, okay, bishop b4 not being precise, but yeah, it's very minor. So, nice game. Let's move to the next one. This one, right, with the dodgy Benoni at the start. But not too dodgy. Within the realms of Benoni dodginess. Knight e8, and then this is what I was saying about my position being fine. a5 was a nice try. c4 only move. Right, and here, you know what? Instead of bishop b7, rook a7 was my other candidate move. I really was thinking, you know, is it worth me just getting off this diagonal altogether? And just having a bit of extra control over d7. It did cross my mind, but I was just wanting to play a bit faster. And bishop b7, d7. Oh, I didn't even see knight g7 was a candidate. Oh, if I saw knight g7 was a candidate, I would have played it. I didn't even see this move. I literally just thought these were my free moves. Oh, that's very annoying. Ah, God. But this is why you need to analyze the games and see the stuff, because now there's a slightly higher chance that I see knight g7. Man. Oh, and then he blundered immediately. Queen d6 was apparently precise. Yeah, I'm not surprised that... because he was playing quite quickly here. Yeah, man, I found a good way to unravel. This was wrong. Wow, rook fd8. I'm also realizing I completely forgot to do the learn from your mistakes, but that is a crazy graph, ladies and gentlemen. For my first c3 Venom game, yo, c3 Venom, mad cooking. Mad cooking. So, look, you click this button, no mistakes to be reviewed. Love it. Oh, you guys can't see, actually. Let me change my screen. Actually, I realized this is probably a terrible overlay to be using. I should probably switch. But at the bottom here, you can see... yeah, 0 inaccuracies, 0 mistakes, 0 blunders. Perfect game. That was my first game of the evening. But yeah, this one clearly many more mistakes. So yeah, rook fd8 is apparently good. I guess the point is that this knight can be challenged in an ugly way. So what if they just play me like queen d2 to double? Knight e6 is already too quick. Yeah, because there's no way they can actually double on any of these squares. Which means queen d2 is just not effective enough, because after takes, rook fd1, we've got rook a7, and we're actually winning the pawn. So, for some reason in my head, I thought if the knight stays on c5, then I can never win this pawn, but of course knight e6 challenges it. And actually my c pawn is stronger than the b pawn, so taking is actually really bad. It's actually really bad, and this is much better with knight e6. Yeah. Bro was almost 2500 Blitz. Would have been a nice scalp. So okay, we had this kind of position. I think Faz was saying in chat that opponent was misplaying it. Then I misplayed it as well. This moment to play b2 to distract the queen. But what if they don't get distracted? What if they just go and win it? This was my problem. Yeah, if they took and then I took, then I'm happy. But what if they just try and win it with another piece? Looks like we just lose the pawn, right? f5 apparently is still fine. Now, I was wondering between these two moves. Rook f7 I didn't like because of rook c8. Oh, I did not find rook ff8. Yeah, otherwise it's losing, right? So, I wasn't completely crazy. But actually, rook f8 actually threatens to win this. I didn't even pick up on that detail. So, there's some x-ray pressure like this. But b2 now, but still rook b1. What are the over-the-board results with this modern? Pretty good. I mean, I feel like it's my best opening. I don't have my score sheets on me. I'm on a holiday right now, but my results have been pretty good with Gurgenitsa. But it's taken a while to get there. Like, a lot of experience. Instead of b4, we thought opponent had knight b7. Yeah, knight b7 here, right? Threatening this promotion. I guess knight e6? No, knight e6 is not working for some reason. Queen d5. Huh. Yeah, that's actually very annoying. Not easy to win this pawn at all. And this is a knight that's very difficult to get rid of. Like, maybe if we could have one more move. But even so, they've got this promotion threat. Yeah, knight b7 is very strong. But we can kick it with the rook. And if they promote, we then just sack the... Oh god, not that. Sack the exchange for the knight and pawn. And actually, yeah, this knight does have some future. Can see how this is dynamically equal. But yeah, interesting line. I actually liked b2 after rook c1 in this position. I see. But b2... I guess... Why not rook b1? What am I missing? Oh, the knight hangs. Ah, the knight hangs. I didn't see that. So, okay, rook c2. Yeah, and then we can be very quick to try and challenge for this pawn while the pawn is, like, distracting. Yeah, and then we get the same line where if they take, we attack, and if they defend, we got rook a7. But somehow this is slightly different because of rook d6. The rook is in front. That's very interesting. Right, whereas the other one, the queen was in front. Here. So there's no queen d6 in this position. Because we just take. And we don't care that they can trade. Then this position, this is a different story. And now it's a bit more awkward. But I guess we're still taking this way without losing the pawn, so it looks fine. Yeah. Rook b6, rook takes, queen c2. Maybe I took with the wrong rook, but this made most sense to me. Yeah, this rook's very active. Not so easy to get these pawns rolling. Fair. So, okay. This went a little wrong. Yeah, I mean, I just hung a full queen. Oh, man. Yeah, sometimes I just don't see geometry. Like, I don't see that this is available, right? Like, earlier in the game, I also missed that... what was it? This position, I missed that knight g7 was a move. It's like... You know, they teach that tip, right? Like it's very important that, you know, a student gets to grips with, you know, hanging pieces before they start learning other stuff. Otherwise, it's just going to be a painful career of just blundering. And, well, here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Still playing Queen b4, despite playing this game for 15 years. Crazy. There's a little bit of time pressure, and already collapse. I mean, f4 is the best try, so... I'm glad about that, because that's why I went f5 in the first place. So, I'm glad to see that f4 was viable, and even f4 right now looks like a decent way to go. Don't exactly know where my attack is, but open the f-file with fg3 and hope for something. Yeah, this was unfortunate, and then nothing, right? Yeah. Rough game. So again, this Benoni was fine. Enough. Fine-ish. It was fine-ish. But yeah, rook a7 definitely feels better. So maybe I actually shouldn't allow the pawn to d7 if I can't win it cleanly. Maybe that's a good thing to keep in mind. Although in practice, he actually failed to hang on to the pawn. So maybe it's kind of like a double-edged decision, right? Because here I'm actually just -2. Because I allowed this pawn to get here. So maybe bishop b7 is not actually that bad. So I'll put this as interesting. Rook a7 as good. This b4 as blunder. But rook f d8 would have been better. And didn't they have a really strong move here? Yeah, knight c5 was definitely a mistake. Okay, I'll give him a mistake. Yeah. Queen d6 was the killer. So why was queen d6 so killer? I guess this pawn is threatened. And maybe not so easy for me to untangle. What if I get rid of his knight and play rook a7? Queen b6. Queen b8. Rook d1. Yeah, not so pretty. Yeah, actually rook d8 is just met by this. Yeah. Okay, kind of an interesting game though. I mean, that's the benefit of Benoni, that you really do create a lot of imbalances, but you need to be very sharp to, realize your advantages when you get them. So for me with Benoni, it's not really a matter of failing to get the chances. It's just a matter of executing. You raise a good point, actually, about Esipenko hanging a rook. Yeah, so I mean, that's true. There can be all kind of factors that lead to some mishaps, so we shouldn't be too harsh. That's a fair point. Okay, so this line is a decent try from white. Bishop g3, I guess, is actually unambitious. Should have tried bishop g5. I guess I was worried about h6, bishop h4, g5. And now this is just some weaknesses that black has created. Like, what if we just do this? Fg3 is even top move. How crazy is that? Fg3 is ridiculous. Okay, so why is Fg3 actually even better? Let's say they just develop. Bishop d3 and the f pawn is a target. Yo! Oh, that's so interesting. F takes g3. Bishop d3. So they need to push to avoid that. And wow, castles is unbelievable. E4 is definitely more my kind of alley. Bishop e4 as well to protect g2. Then they have horrible structure. Fine. That's actually a very nice finesse. I did not know that. So if my opponents ever go for this again, I'm definitely playing bishop g5. And if they just go g6, then I guess my bishop's just quite nice on this square. Try to play bishop e2. Wow, they need to play... Yeah, why don't they just go back to f6? Because now we can actually preserve the bishop. Yeah, we've always got this home if needed. But yeah, f takes g3 is a very nice idea to... with increased attacking potential. On the f5 pawn. Yeah, so this is actually much better. This is inaccurate. Okay, fine. So we get this double position, but this is what I mean. It's like you think that this is completely dead, but what I like to say to myself in these kind of equal positions is that if you would lose this position to Magnus, then I should be able to beat someone, right? If I can play this as well as Magnus, then I can beat someone, right? So I've got to back that I can actually grind these positions out. And yeah, very nice to see actually they made a weakness already. But then I kind of went wrong. G4 is a very clever way to open that all up. Wow. Maybe I should have just looked a bit harder to see why... what weaknesses the move f6 has. Rather than just kind of be like, yeah, it's a bad move, and then move on. Right. Yeah, knight h4 was very, very artificial, just playing for tricks. Because I just didn't feel like the position was that critical. If queen c2, and they just castle, What's the deal here? A4. What's going on? Let's say they go H5. A5, Queen C7. Okay, we make a little weakness. Even castling kingside here seems kind of crazy. C4 is kind of nice though. Right. So keep the queens on push to A pawn. Seems to be decent as well. Yeah, this is just not so good. Wow, you can just go Queen C2 and castle kingside. That's really surprising to me. Like, how are we not losing this faster? I guess F5 is really weak, so it's very hard to push G5. And if you can't push G5, then H4 is strong. So maybe this is actually more solid than I thought. And then we're just going to charge A4, B4 and win. So, Rook G8. Still not really threatening to push. You can start with A4. Queen C7 or Queen D8 maybe. Try and come this way or something. But still, the problem is this F5 pawn. Ah, it's very fascinating. So C4 here or A5. Black's weak F pawn means their attack is less possible. I'll put pawn storm. Yeah, very interesting. So this was... I was just better here? Should have just traded the queens. This is also apparently fine. Interesting. So I should actually take now. I guess now we've castled queenside, this isn't as big of a deal. And then go C4. They try and keep things together like this. I want G4 now. Yeah, to try and prevent H5, I guess. Yeah, somehow this actually does look alright. Yeah. Okay, so be open to this idea of taking on B6 when once castling queenside. Interesting. So this is good, this is good. Hey, what are people saying? I realize I've kind of been ignoring chat. I've never seen Michael and Magnus in the same room. You never know. You never know, guys. Nah, I'm not hearing you out, Arav. Frizz being Michael. I'm literally not even going to read your comments. I literally can't be asked. Yeah, unlucky to hear about the card, but also that's nice that you might be able to play. We need everyone, as we can see. We're very low on players. The thing is that I don't know whether I should hustle for it. Like, I'm starting to get a bit nervous, though. I'm starting to get a bit nervous and thinking, like... Because when you look at the tournaments... where is it? Oh, it's play, right? Oh, let's just do it like this. Yeah, why are there 11 teams? Who is Kafa's team? Why is she in this? Who is this? Why does Katharina... Who is this person? She didn't even play. Why is she qualified? Who? Why? How? How is she in? Like we had to work damn hard to get in the top 10. And we've just got some random Kafa who's gonna try and take our 10th spot. Like, yo, I need that 10th spot, otherwise I'm not gonna be able to pay out you guys. That's ridiculous. Like, who is this? Should I send like a Karen email to the organizers? I think I will, you know. Like, who the hell is Kaffa? Right. I mean, the alternative is we just get a strong enough team so we don't lose to Kaffa. But I will be pissed. I will be pissed if we come 11th and we don't get our money. That's gonna be crazy. But okay. Not that I'm making anything from this, because I only make something if we don't come last, which as it stands, I mean, it's looking tough. I mean, literally look at like ninth place Chess City team. They've got 2700s and 2600s on like the top 10 boards. Like, I'm gonna need to pull off a miracle of recruitment tomorrow, and I just don't see it happening. I just don't see it happening. You guys are not joining Team Kaffa. Like, I swear to God, who are they? Like, how can this be a legit $10,000 tournament? And they've just got some random ass team joining last second. Like, that makes no sense. What in the FIDE is this shit? Actually a fucking joke. Right, so yeah, I was correct to not take, although it actually says it's fine. How am I not getting cooked in this type of situation? Where they just pile on the F file. Wow, I can actually play F4. That's kind of cute. Because if they take, I take back with the pawn. Interesting, and then it's no longer a backwards F pawn. So I've actually got this releasing move. That's a very good thing to know. Fine. Yeah, and then it was a very nervy kind of like back and forth. Wanted me to take, but I'm really surprised, to be honest. Like, why not Rook B8? Bishop A4 and what? Rook E2. I was kind of looking at this stuff, but I just felt my king was too exposed. But I guess there's not a way for them to capitalize if we play very precisely. But okay, from a human perspective, I think this is much more natural. I think Bishop A2 is a much better try. And here I really thought Rook C8 would be played. Oh, but I've got E4. That's not a direction of the board I was looking at. That's quite nice. Also, Rook E2 I think was more on my radar. It's very passive. I think E4 is the move you want to play if you can. But okay, A4 was played. Rook C1. Yeah, and then we were fighting this pretty well. And then we had that moment where I had this long ass grind. So this was actually kind of cool. This is apparently equal, of course it is. But I've got a little tickle. I need to get a bishop to h3. And eventually... Yeah, I went down to 2 seconds as well. This was very, very nervy. Oh, of course it still says it's a draw because it's king and rook against... Yeah, fine, but... I believe I'm winning this. I believe I'm winning this. Yeah, I love how for so long this past year, so many people have been cooking me for having a 2200 Blitz rating. I hope this is at least some evidence that I'm not 2200 Blitz. Like, I'm stronger than that. Yeah, hopefully after Chessmood Grand Prix finishes, then I can work on my Blitz rating again. But it's so pointless to increase my Blitz rating just to lose it each month. But that's actually something I haven't decided. I genuinely don't know if I'll hold Chessmood Grand Prix next year. Because it is kind of a lot of hassle. And I really try to, do my best to recruit. And I think people just don't care. Like, clearly my circle of chess friends are not large enough to make this sustainable. I thought people would be super hyped for this grand finals, but I don't know. I'm pretty hyped still. That's why I'm training at 5:30 in the morning in Thailand. It's actually crazy. I'm sleeping later than some people in the UK. I'm fucking like 7 hours ahead. Actually unbelievable. Right, let's wrap this up. We've got 4 more games. And then I'll send a Karen email to Chessmood and then head to bed on the high. Right. So this was Gaggenit. So this was where I had like a nice streak of winning some games. We had this type of structure. I had the feeling that taking on d5 was wrong. Yeah. But apparently I mess up here. Oh, that's a cute way to deal with it. Knight b8. So okay, there's a few moves here. Okay, let's investigate all of these because these are good ways to deal with like the rooks doubling. So rook c8, if they go rook c1, we just take, they take, and one rook is not troubling us. Yeah, we don't even have to put a bishop on d8. We can just literally move the queen, or we don't even have to do anything, right? We're covering all of these squares. So that's one very important thing to note. Knight b8 as well, I presume, with the idea of knight c6. Oh, look at that. What a powerhouse of a knight. And if bishop b5, bishop a3, which is something I've seen before, but I always forget about this move. So then they have to move off the file, and then, oh, we even start cooking. Holy. With queen b6 coming next. Damn. And we actually try and take over. With king g8 and king g7 and rook c8, I'm presuming. Yeah, first we can start with knight f5. Oh, it's just beautiful. It's beautiful. Yeah. So actually, I should be. Yeah, queen b6, bishop d8 is just accepting that I'm worse. When actually I'm better here with knight b8, knight c6. What a move! What a move! So okay, good to see that. Yeah, this knight c3 plan was very nice. And then this was just bad, right? That's why I thought it was an engine, because I thought that if this is actually good, then definitely is an engine. But it just turns out it wasn't good. So there you have it. And knight f5 top move. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So I'm actually somewhat cooking now. Maybe he thought I was using an engine, but then I mess up around here. Interesting. Queen b5 was actually a better play. I guess it's a light square. So maybe it's a little bit safer. Like my queen was just getting in all kinds of mess here. I was hoping I could get away with taking on a2. Am I just completely lost? Oh, did I just get my queen trapped? Probably, right? Whoops. Yeah, so this is just too greedy. I should have just kept my queen a bit more open, but they kind of messed up. Kind of took over. Knight e6. Huh. Knight e6. Yeah, knight e6 is quite a nice stabilizing move. I guess I was just trying to get my queen active. Rook g3 is apparently very... Oh. Rook g3, bishop f2, rook c3. That's ridiculous. No, apparently he's not even lost. Bishop d4. Oh, because they've got discoveries? So you can't even take because of e6? Jesus Christ. Wow. And then you even push e7. Okay, fine. So yeah, this was bad. But then I managed to turn this around somehow. That was a blunder. Should have gone rook g6. Yeah, and then this was just lost, but then I managed to... Oh, and this was where Josh, I think, said rook h8 was checkmate. But I think that must have been a different... I thought he was talking about a different position, but yeah, this is just huge. Yeah, completely missed that. Because you can't take with a knight either because of mate. I didn't see this. Yeah, I guess his 2400 opponent missed it as well. And we just went all in. Actually got a drawn position. After which the guy flagged is crazy. Yeah, what a game. What a game. And offering a draw was actually so clutch. I mean, it kind of tilted him a bit. Not gonna lie. So yeah, this is actually good. So people are starting talking about bullet rating. Arif says the 6-7 meme. I'm very tempted to ban him for that, but I'll be generous. I actually think calm music works better for bullet than like really hyped up music. Don't know why. Yeah, 4 slices of bread is a weird one. Oh god, and that's some solid GCSE biology coming in. Yeah, no. Weird game. But okay, actually I dealt with the sack pretty well. Knight f8, knight f5, I'm very proud of. This is quite nice. Yeah. Yeah, interesting. And earlier in the game, yeah, we learned about these different... okay, I'll give rook c8 an exclam and knight b8 double exclam. Yeah, this plan. Very nice way to clog up the c file. Alright, hopefully I'll remember that. Okay, let's look at these 3 losses. Wow, we were 6 points away. 6 points away from 2400. And then we just tilted. We just tilted. We're doing so well with our c3 Venom, and then the guy didn't even play well, I think. d5 already kind of makes some sense. But waiting led to even more, right? Oh, and this is the one where I didn't take the damn rook. Oh, I didn't take the damn rook. Bastard. Yeah, I thought knight d6 could be strong as well, but I just thought knight d2 is just safer. Why does this actually work well? Ah, because we can take with the rook then, yeah. Didn't see this. Yeah, so then knight d6 is probably just a bit cleaner. Because then we win a pawn as well. Ah, I can't believe it. Take the damn rook. Just take it and then think. Take it and then think. Yeah, and bishop b5 is now top move. So bishop b5 is not like a unreasonable move to build up the position, but it... Sneaky guy. Jesus, mother of God. Yeah. Yeah, and then I had to... Yeah, now I realized that was worse. And knight e4 is actually quite a nice resource, which I unfortunately did not consider. Otherwise, I might have tried it. But okay, c4 is now top move, so it's not shocking. Oh, and I actually got it turned around again. Oh, knight e8. Yo, look at this. +4. Oh my god, I'm actually goated. And then I somehow messed this up. Yo, it's not... Yeah, it's just +4. That's crazy. Oh, but this was terrible. But the thing is, I thought that I was blundering something here. So if I just go rook d1, why can't he just take? I take and he takes. And I just go d7. Oh. I knew that this was in the air. I knew that this was in the air because I knew this d7 past pawn was going to be huge. I just didn't believe it enough. I was just like, you know what? I'm losing a piece. Let's not lose a piece. Let's just not lose a piece. But this is also fine. So where did he mess up? Oh, he should take on f6. Right. And if I push, then he takes with the king, and then he's actually all good. Wow. Okay, so this was actually a blunder. Knight e8 was fine then. I was really trying to make this work. Why didn't I just push my damn pawn? d7, rook d8, and I guess rook e8? No, rook e8's... Oh god. That's also fine. A mouse slipped a better move. Oh no, rook e8 is good. Okay. What was I doing? Bishop f4? And yeah, I did this stupid bishop journey, but did absolutely nothing. Except waste some time. And then I even lost my pawn. It's crazy. That's ridiculous. Why did I play like 5 bishop moves in a row that achieved nothing? When I just push my pawn and win. Yeah, it's just a matter of seeing d7 and rook e8. Like I just couldn't see it. I just couldn't see it. I don't know what... This is some awful intuition to just start spamming these random ass moves. Yeah, it's so bad. Yeah, and now this is actually tough, and I did not hold on to this successfully. But I was just too low on time, that was the other problem. Wow, knight f6. Why did I play knight f6? Because I literally had the idea of knight f6, knight takes g4. Why didn't I play this? I literally saw this. I think I must have played bishop f8 and then immediately forgotten that my whole point was knight f6, knight g4. That's actually crazy. Okay, chat has gone degenerate, so let's just keep analyzing. So, yeah, this was an unfortunate fork in the position, but also not a complete surprise. I did an okay job of trying to hold this. Bishop c7 was better. But I do get another chance to win this pawn. But apparently this is already lost. Yeah, the king is just too strong. So yeah, crazy that actually I did enough to turn this around. This was actually very nice. Earlier, actually. So this was actually very nice. This whole sequence. But then I just lost the plot a bit. But of course, taking the rook has to be done. Yeah. Take the damn rook. Fine. Yeah, and then so actually, yeah, we had chances to cross 2400 Blitz. Of course, this is not a peak or anything. I have been 25 before, 2500. Yeah, so then I tried this Slav, and then we got this weird position, and now I blundered with b4. Yeah, no, it's too tricky for me to remember when to push b4 and when not to. And this, I'm not losing a pawn. Oh, I take and then I take. I do have vague memories of this. And then I think I've got a setup where basically I put the bishop here, and then I push the pawns like this. I think that's the plan. Yeah, you can see top engine live, and the bishop comes up to d5. It's very annoying. So I know this line exists, I just can never remember when it is. Knight d5. So bishop e2 is the main move. God. It's so hard to have a repertoire that's new. And still no b4. And a6 instead. I'm so confused. So in this position, after e6, a4, why can't I just play a move like bishop e7? If they take, then I can take on c3. Okay, so that motif is still legit. But if I go bishop here, some h4 is critical. Yo, I don't know, man. I don't know. But okay, c3, I guess at least is still a theme. Wasn't completely wrong about this. This was apparently not so good, but not terrible either. g6 was fine. Interesting that they want a5. That allows h5. I'm not sure how I feel. And then a5 isn't even top move here. Oh, because now I've weakened the g5 square in a way that's horrible, apparently. But then the guy didn't utilize it. Went for the sack, felt that the position was desperate, and I knew this was a critical moment. And I did not find the right move. Knight f8 was definitely on my radar. I was scared of this, and I was also scared of this. So here is just nothing because we just defend. And I guess this does nothing either. Apparently we just defend, fine. And queen h5. Rook e6 now I can kind of get behind. Maybe. Yeah. So actually, knight g5 was the move. And that was the move I was kind of hoping for. Because I just had queen e7, I think, planned here. Oh shit, there's mate in 2. Fuck me. I didn't even see this. I literally didn't even see queen h7 as a threat. I literally only saw queen f7. This is what I mean about... you need to have experience in openings, because then you understand how your pieces can fuck you. Your opponent's pieces. I didn't even see that was possible. So knight queen g8 is forced. That's kind of crazy. So okay, I got a bit lucky then that he didn't go for this. But here apparently I was panicking for no reason then. So they've got time for knight f8. What about h5? Rook h6. I'm just chilling. That's kind of unbelievable to me. But rook h6, yeah, apparently it just holds. Yeah, this kind of position is not so easy to play. So maybe I just need to play Benoni better. I can block with knight b6 apparently. Yeah, lots and lots of errors from both sides. Lots of errors. Yeah, this is actually very nice because I saw a5, but I missed that. Now this is actually very solid. Actually a very strong idea. Yeah, I did not see this. Yeah, this was all very, very clever. Queen h5 was good. Knight f5 was good. Oh, and then I went wrong. Oh, knight f4, knight f8 is still good. Wow, this is enough counterplay. I really thought that I would be in trouble here. Queen c4. I guess with c2. Wow. Queen c4 is a big move. That's very cool. I didn't see that. I went knight f8. Went for the rook sack. And now I tried to be fancy with this knight d4. Of course I looked at check as well, but I didn't think it was good enough. Oh, and then I take the rook. So what? Oh. And then another woodpeckery kind of... rats. Yeah, and respect to him for playing for the win in this position, because that's a crazy bold move. Like, I think repeating is the sane option and then force me to try and come up with something else. Playing for the win here is mad. But yeah, no, it's a great idea because the queen suddenly defends all of this. It's not clear how I win. I went c2, I took, and I completely ballsed this up. So okay, if I have 2 seconds to think here, what am I playing? Probably knight f... But then that allows escapes. I don't know. I don't know what the right intuition is here. Maybe like queen f3. Do I just blunder everything with queen f3 as well? No, I am winning here because I've got this guy as well. Rook c1 and I just defend everything. Yeah. No, I just completely panicked here. Completely panicked. So queen h3. Oh, I've got knight e2. Oh my god. Actually, I've got like a million moves that win. Actually, knight f4 wins, promoting wins, knight e2 wins, knight takes g5 wins. Basically, any single person with a tiny bit of attacking finesse would win this. Shit. Yeah, I could just not make it work, and I got too panicked. And I actually lost a game in France over the board game Classical when I was in time trouble. And I also had this moment where I played like a defensive move instead of going all in. And quickly get this up, actually. Very, very quickly. Like, I had this position. I had this position here, where with seconds on the clock, I literally could have played the move Queen E3. And I saw that, like, this wasn't working because of D7. And my point being was that if, you know, like I try and take or something to renew a threat of back rank, then they can trade and then they can promote. Or if I play Queen E3 and they push and I take with the rook, yeah, they can take once, remove the back rank, and then promote. But the problem is my queen is actually attacking the rook. So it's just completely winning Queen E3 in this position, and I completely missed it. But if I was slightly better tactically, I can win these games against 2200s. It's just, you know, yeah, I've had so many winning positions, but it's so difficult, And this was just stupid. Like at this moment, I should double down and just play the other knight here. Like it's passive, it's weak, but I mean this is just you know, what am I doing? Like I'm just wasting 2 tempi in a position where I've got like a million mates. At least push b4. At least push b4 and get another, like anything here. Anything is good. Alright, so people are talking about what to do against d4. But yeah, really, really poor. Oh, and I have a draw? Oh, and this is the position where I found this woodpecker idea. And then this is where I needed to take that a pawn. And I went for the wrong plan with the king, thinking my knight would be able to handle those pawns. Which unfortunately just wasn't the case. Actually so sad. Yeah, this is the kind of endgame intuition I wish I had. This would be so nice if I could just get this right every time. And I think it will just be a matter of analysing games, because there's no endgame book that is going to teach you to win the a-pawns and not activate the king here. I think it's a matter of just allowing those pawns to get too active. Like, in fact, this is actually weakening my king, because my king's doing a very important job of preventing these pawns. So it's actually my knight that needs to activate here. But with 8 seconds, you're just really relying on intuition, and yeah, did not have the intuition to win that pawn. So that's another moment I can win this game. Yeah. So again, could have been a very different story. Okay, and then we got one last game. One final game. But this is very good. I mean, if I did this every day, I would become like a title player for sure. So maybe I should. Maybe I should just do this every day. But it takes like, I don't know, how many hours have we been streaming for? I mean, it's not impossible. Like, a few hours each day just doing this. I feel like it's very, very productive. Because you stay sharp. And this is so good for black. What the hell? Ain't no way this is so good for black. Bishop d5 top move is unbelievable. And this e5 is top move. 2500s. Who is this guy? Who is this guy? No way is this all top engine. For God's sake. Van der Koenig. Jesus Christ. What a beast. 2600 peak must be. 2589. Interesting. What a scary guy. Bishop d5 top move. Knight 2 e5 top move. It felt so dodgy. And d5 was the way to do it. And then play bishop c4. So you cover the e file. Crazy. Bishop c4. And then this is actually just a bit of a grovel. Wow. That is unbelievable. No way is this guy out here just trying to refute my lines. And bishop h2, I kind of learned from that previous situation. Apparently it's not great. What if I try knight d2 instead? Does this make a difference to the whole plan? Or can we still do this whole thing? What's the move here? Was it taking on d4? Yeah. That's crazy. And it's actually so strong. But not with bishop d5, because my knight's already defending right. So now I can castle, and then I'm fine. But here, knight d5. So the other problem. And then just playing for b5. Could they have done knight d5 here as well? Not as much, but still strong. It's very interesting. I mean, it's not lost, minus 0.5. It's still playable. It's definitely uncomfortable. Hey, what if I go knight d2 already? Well, then, then they gotta... I don't have enough useful moves. No, I have to be playing with bishop e2. Oh, maybe I can go castles. Ah, castles. Simple, basic opening principles. Now if I go bishop e6 and I do my whole plan, it's going to be a lot more fine. Surely. cd4, ed4, a6. Bishop d3. Okay, and they just go for b5. But now at least bishop d5 is not working as well because I can do this. Now knight d5, I can just move my bishop back somewhere. And this is just a game. I mean, sure, apparently he's got a good plan to push his pawn. But yeah. It's such an interesting idea. I guess I can also take with the c pawn if I want to just kill the game. But I'm surprised that this is actually not completely just killing the game. Knight c3. Knight fd5. Takes. Yeah, this to me it's unclear why it's minus 0.5. So maybe if I get the feeling that my opponent's like really strong, then maybe I can try this. I don't really get why this is minus 0.5. This feels fine. Interesting. I should do these small tournament things more. Usually I do a game and analyze it right after, but maybe this is more profitable. Yeah, it just takes a long time. I think if you can play like a whole string of tournament games, this is very good. What did I finish on in the end? I finished with 3 losses. Man, I finished on 4 out of 9. Actually, that actually feels so bad. Finish on 4 out of 9 after such nice chess at times. And knight h4, knight h4 is actually good. I guess I can recycle this way. I mean, I've seen the idea elsewhere. What if they just play like a nothing move? Knight f1 and white is better. And yo, it is this g4 plan. I knew it. I knew it. So knight h4 is actually the way. It's again with g4. This is something I learned from my over-the-board London tournament. It was actually knight e1 with g4, knight g2 to get back out. So yeah, that's worth knowing. And yeah, I had the feeling that if he plays this correctly, then I'm in trouble. And he finds e3. It's very nice. And then now I was in big trouble. But not lost kind of trouble. And this was all really good. f5 was nice as well. Rook e1 instead. Yeah, but then d5. And we're just... Oh, bishop f4 to bishop c1. Oh, no. Oh my god, I'm winning the rook. I didn't realize that. Even I forget about my own London bishop. I was thinking just like bishop c1 or something. I thought that was the clever idea. But no, then we weaken our dark squares. Whoops. So, okay, d5 maybe not. Maybe not. But this was actually a mistake. Oh, bishop d6 is cute. Bishop d6 is very cute. Bishop d6. Because then it's actually... I missed a fork. Against 2500. So sad. King G1 was fine. This was some good fight. And yeah, this was some good play. But basically around here, I started messing around too much. I should have just got my knight out somewhere. Knight f4. Just give up the pawn. Just get active with my pieces. And try and get something going. Like rook e7 maybe. Can I play this? Wow, this is actually fine. King f8. I'm really surprised this isn't. If you queen, it's a draw. Yeah, so knight f3 only move. Yeah, I'm not surprised. So this is like a far more productive plan. But yeah, to recycle the knight g5, this is very smart. Then there's no more draw. Otherwise, this is a really classic theme in this position. If they quote, then it's just draw with this. And then they can't go to the corner because of mate. So I know that one. I just should have gone for it. Should have gone for it. But yeah, I just went passive, which of course is what you shouldn't do. And yeah, this was a very nice finish. So, all in all, we're playing decent chess. I think with the Grand Prix, I think, yeah, there'll be strong players berserking against me with a 2200 rating. Weaker players, I can definitely take them. We can see that, you know, I've been able to hold my own against 2400s. So this should equate to some good good results. The real problem is going to be whether we can, you know, get enough strong players for the event. So if you guys know anyone who might be interested, definitely let them know. Yeah, I'll try and send out one more reminder. But I've got a busy day tomorrow as well. Like I don't know what I'll be able to do. But the good news is that yeah, I managed to stay awake until 6 in the morning. So I should be fine for a 3 to 5 a.m. shift. Yeah, no, it's going to be interesting. And for the record, guys, I would recommend the strategy of not berserking. And just, if your opponent berserks against you, try not to, like, let it get to your head. Just play a game where you've got 3+2 and they've got 3-0, and play it like a normal 3+2 game, and they will just struggle. Because they're bad, they've got a bad time situation. If you try and play them on the clock, just because they have no increment, that's when mistakes start to happen. So you just play a good game of chess, and they will lose. So that's my advice there. Was there any other advice I forgot about? I think maybe at the start of this Blitz session, I was playing better because I was also a bit more conscious of like not letting my time get down to 10 seconds. This was like something I was really trying to work on. So 10 seconds left, you lose. I need to focus harder when I've got the advantage. Yeah, I got way too cocky at times. I feel like in like when I'm not commentating, I'm probably more locked in. But like it was kind of, it's kind of feeling the vibes, you know. But yeah, I think the Zen mode helped a lot. Like I really had zero fear against playing these guys. So who knows? Maybe we'll get some very big title scalps tomorrow. But on that note, guys, good sesh. Feel like I've learned a lot, and yeah, definitely recommend doing this in your games. And yeah, no draws. All decisive games, which is kind of cool. So yeah, big tournament tomorrow. Let's give it our absolute best. And yeah, thanks for tuning in, and see you there. Okay, bye guys.